Hello besties. So starting off this book slump journey, I am going to be rereading one of my favorite books. I already did this and it didn't help. I'm still slumped, so we're switching genres. I'm gonna be rereading Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Now this is kind of weird because the thing that got me into this mess was Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, but Six of Crows is my favorite book. So let's hope this works because I've been in a slump for an entire month. Yeah, I said I was gonna start the book approximately 2.5 hours ago, and I just sat and watched YouTube. I did get some things done while watching, but like, still, now I'm actually gonna try and start the book. I don't even know if I can read, like, I don't want to read this. Okay, y'all, I'm just gonna hop in here and do a quick update of my thoughts and feelings. I feel like bad talking about all this because I feel like I'm just like complaining, but I didn't end up starting Six of Crows. I was in the mood to read it and then I wasn't anymore, so I didn't do that. So I didn't want to force myself to read anything else, so I had already started Jade City. I got like literally 20 pages in. I decided to pick it up. I read a chapter, got super confused, didn't know who was who or anything, so I put it down. I'm not in the mood to read at all now. I'm just super pissed off because every time I freaking pick up a book, my brain just starts thinking about other stuff that's like the complete most random thing ever, like stuff that I don't even need to be thinking about. But I think I'm gonna try and continue Assassin's Blade. I started it in my slump already, got like 100 pages in. Can't really do it. The one thing with this though is I feel like I'm gonna get like kind of bored since it is just a prequel and short stories. I love Sarah J Maas though, so hopefully she'll pull through. But I do feel like Throne of Glass would interest me more, which is technically the first book. My camera died and I literally have like one more thing to say, so I'm just on my phone. I feel like Throne of Glass would interest me more because it's like an actual story and not just short stories, like a prequel. But I've heard that it's best to start with Assassin's Blade, so I'm sticking to that. Let's hope and pray this slump gets over with. Hello, it is update time from me and Zog. I'm kind of actually reading, you guys. I completely lied earlier. Definitely not 90 pages into Assassin's Blade. It was definitely 29 pages. Don't know what was going on there, why I even thought that. But now I'm on page 108 and I'm on the second story and I am really liking it so far. I really am excited to finish this and get into the series. I'm just like, why is the series that's getting me out of my slump a freaking 10-book series where the shortest book's like 500 pages? Like, what? Anyway, I just thought I'd update. Well, hi. What are you doing? Okay, so I feel like I should tell you guys like what this book's about. Her name's Selena and she is an assassin, like a really good one, and I love reading books about like girls who can like fight and like use knives and like all that, so this is going great. But basically I don't really know much about the Throne of Glass book, like what it's about, but this book is kind of like her backstory and I guess some of like the important events in her career as an assassin. I didn't really think it was going to be super interesting. Well, like obviously I knew it was going to be interesting. It's Sarah J Maas, hello. But I didn't really know that I was going to be like so into it like this. Like, I'm loving this. And so far both of the stories have been really good. Well, I'm super excited to keep reading and I'm so glad that I'm actually reading. Like, I haven't been like into a book like this and like wanting to read like this in such a long time. Like, I'm talking over a month. So this is amazing and I'm loving it and I gotta go because I'm so excited to read this. One thing I will say too about this that I didn't really know, I thought that the stories were gonna be like from completely different times in her life, like they weren't really gonna connect at all, but so far they actually have kind of connected. Like the first story still being mentioned in the second one.
freaking love this book. I literally just almost started crying at the end of the third story in this. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And it was so emotional because you were introduced to another character and you like love them so much, and then just like a ton of stuff happened, and it's definitely helping my slump because I like cannot put this book down. With that, I am going to bed for the day. It's Monday. I don't know what's going on with the lighting, I'm sorry, but I am gonna read just a couple chapters today. I was doing school all day, so I didn't really have time until now, and whenever I read at like 9:30 like this, I get so tired because it puts me to sleep. Not because of the book, but just, yeah, so here we go. Oh, I'm not sure if I updated, but I finished the third story in this. It was so good. And now this one, I read one chapter of the fourth one. I will say Selena, she kind of made a decision that like irked me. Like, she went into something going to do one thing and then she kind of did another, and I'm like, girl, no. Hello, happy Tuesday, also known as the 4th of July. Happy 4th. I don't really plan on reading today much, / don't know if I'll have a chance. It is currently 10 o'clock. I haven't been doing that much this morning except for binging Ryan Traham's Penny series because I loved it last year, and it was under a rock that he did it again. So last night I got to page 264, chapter 4 of the 4th story. This one is definitely not hooking me as much as the other ones did. I still love it though, but this one just isn't hooking me as much. I have to take a math test, and then I have to get some work done that I would usually do tonight, but you know, it's 4th of July, so I got stuff to do for that. Hopefully I'll have like an hour to read, but I doubt it, so let's get this work done so we can hopefully read. I really wanted to finish this by today, but it didn't happen. Okay, I'm gonna start reading for a bit. I'm just kind of like, I call it a life slump, but I'm just like not in the mood to do anything except scroll on TikTok. And I hate feeling like that, but I just need to force myself to do something. But I took my math test, it went good. I got a few work things done, and I'm gonna read until I eat lunch. Update. Oh, I got to page 293. Stuff is actually going down. It's got more interesting. I'm still not loving it as much as the other ones, but also I'm just kind of in like an off mood. Okay, y'all, I finished the 4th story. It's definitely probably my least favorite. It was good and action-packed. Something about it just I didn't love. Okay, y'all, I just finished the Assassin's Blade. I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it, but the 4th story kind of didn't really hit as hard for me. And since it is a prequel, I feel like it wasn't 5-star material, you know what I mean? But I loved it. I definitely want to read this as soon as possible. I have no clue where it starts, because since this is the prequel, so I'm gonna kind of go in and see. I don't think I'm gonna start it really today, but I'm just like curious. So it looks like it starts a year after this one, which is very interesting. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I just did school for about 3 hours, so I am over everything right now, but I think I'm gonna start throwing of class. it just gets right to the point. Like, we're already knowing what's gonna happen and making deals. Also, it's giving me Hunger Games X Cruel Prince. Happy Thursday. I'm on page 58 and I just wanted to pop in and say that I love when the people in the books like books and bond over books, because I'm assuming it's the love interest in her are kind of bonding over books. I'm like, I love it. Okay, quick update. I have to go to work soon, so I had to stop, and I'm on page 124. Chapter 17. It's really good. I had a hard time putting it down. It's Friday. I haven't read except for now. I'm on page 192. I'm trying to get to page 200 and I'm going to bed. It's getting interesting. There's other stuff going on than like the Hunger Games-esque competition she's in. Good morning, happy Saturday. Starting off halfway, page 199. I'm on page 222. Premise of this is it's kind of like a Hunger Games-esque thing where there's 23 people and she wins. She then becomes the king's champion, which is like his person who does things for him. And we're getting down to the last bits of this challenge and it's interesting. I will say I am getting a little confused on who's who. Like, there's some names I still don't know. A lot is happening right now and the story just like completely changed. I gotta keep reading. So in this, we've been getting like dual POVs, but it's like in third person, but they'll be broken up by like that little section. And the one POV is of like, I guess our enemies are a bad thing, and it's like interesting being in their head. It's like when they're planning something, you know. Hi, I finished Throne of Glass. I think I'm gonna give it a 4-star. So it was super good and I was like engaged in the story throughout. I did get a little bit bored when she was just like training for the challenge, but I still loved it. I love Sarah J Maas's writing. I love the friendships, the characters, all of that. I will say I'm not super hyped to continue the series. Like, I know it gets better, but like the synopsis for Crown of Midnight, it doesn't seem too interesting. Like, I'm just not, I don't know, like I'm not feeling as hype as I thought I would to continue the series. My slump is definitely still slumping. And another thing, I haven't really thought about it since I finished it, and I thought I would, but I didn't. Like, kind of a bad sign. I don't know. I do know that the series gets better though, but yeah, I just wanted to give my thoughts. Like, I'm not in the mood to read anything. That's my slump. It's like, ugh, this sucks. I thought I would love the Throne of Glass and then want to read because I loved the book, but I was just kind of like, it was good.